up, guys? Learning with Rich here. In this video, after learning how to do circuiting to our project, so this time around we're going to talk about detailing. Alright, so for the first part of our detailing, we're going to talk about working with our sections. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to create section in Revit 2020. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is, and the reason why I'm going to do section, it's because I want to do some detailing on some part of my model. So let's say, for example, if you remember, we have placed here our call out to create a blow up portion of this building. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this call out, and then from here, I'm going to create a section. Okay, so after I create a section here, so I'm going to create now a detail. So I'm going to put some detail to my project. All right, so let's do that one. So to create a section, so you can go to the view and then you can select their section. Okay, or quickly, you can just simply select the section symbol from the quick access toolbar. Okay, so you just need to select that one, and then take note that you can create a different type of section here. So just be uh, aware that you have a different types of section in your project. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to select a building section. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that one, and then after that, what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to create a section somewhere here. So this is will gonna be the first point, and then I'm going to pick my second point here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm just going to pull this down. So just in case your boundary here is too far, so what you can do is you can modify here the far clip offset. So you can just type here a smaller value so that your boundary here will becomes closer, so that you'll be able to adjust it easier instead of zooming out and then looking for the boundary and then you pulling it down. So instead of doing that, just go to the properties and then change the far clip offset to a smaller value. And then from there, you just need to change the value to smaller one. Okay, right. But for this one, I can just simply click this one and then I can just drag it here. Okay, so aside from that, to tidy up your section, so you can also click this one to create a gap to our segment. So just in case you do not want to have an overlapping section line along the building elements, so you can tidy up it by clicking this, and then you can just adjust it like that and just like that. Okay. All right. So one more thing, you can also select your section, and then you have an option here if you want to change the section head. There's a cycle section head tool here or icon. So you just need to click that one. So you will notice it will change, right? So every time you select that, it cycles to different types of section heads. So same at the other end of that section. So you can click that. There you go. All right, so it's up to you. Now, what I'm going to do is after creating this section, so I just need to select that section again, right click, and then you can select go to view. Okay, so you also have an option here if you want to flip the section to the other side. So if you click that, it will go to the other side. Okay, or you can also click this small icon here, the flip section icon. So you just click that one, and then it will go to the to that other side. Okay, and one more thing, aside from selecting your section, right-clicking and then selecting Go to View to open the section view, you can also double-click the section head. Okay, just double-click that. Just make sure you select Modify to deselect the section. And then after that, just double-click the section head and it will now open your section here. Okay, now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the scale here. So instead of 1/4 of an inch to 1 foot, I'm just going to make this half of an inch to 1 foot. So I just click that one and there you go. And as you can see here, my conduit shows a line. So it shows here as a line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the detail level. So instead of line, I'm just going to make it fine. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and select fine, and there you go. So you will now see the details of my building elements here. All right, so the next thing that I'm gonna do, since I want to create some detailing here, is I'm just going to create, let's say, I'm gonna go ahead, opening, annotate. Let me go to the component. Let's see what's inside the component. All right, so you can click the drop down arrow here. So I only have here a brick repeating detail. So let's say, for example, I'm going to load a detail component. I'm going to select insert, load family, and then let's explore some of the tools here. So you can just go to the detail items, and then you can go to, let's say, general. Okay, so I want to load the break line. So I want to add a break line here. So I'm going to select that one, and then I'm going to select open. So basically, that's how you load a detail item. So once you go back to the annotate tab, and then you go to the component, once you click that one, right, let me just click detail component, not repeating detail component. So I click that. As you can see, there's now the family that we load. Okay, so I'm just going to select break line. So let's say I want to put the break line somewhere here, and there you have it. So let's say I want to put it here as well. Okay, all right, so here as well. All right, and then I can click this. You can press space bar to rotate, and then you can adjust those nodes. Okay, there you go. So that later on, when we hide our section here, this boundary, so at least there's a break line there. So I just select this one, space bar. There you go. Right. So I'll just click here as well. So I click that, adjust, adjust, click outside. So I'm just going to hide the boundary here, hide the crop region, so that it will looks like this. Okay, so if you want, you can add another break line here. So let me just copy this, select, copy, and then you can just put it here. Take note that your break line is just, it's a 2D element, so you will not be able to see this in other views. So this is a view specific element, so meaning if you place it in this view, in this section view, you will only see this in that section. Okay, you will not be able to see this in other view. Okay, so let us now put some details here. So let's say, for example, I want to put some dimension, okay, on my conduit, on my cable tray, and then my ceiling here. Okay, so let me just select here the align dimension. So let me click that one, and then let me click at the center of my conduit, center of the cable tray, and then let's say here on my ceiling, the bottom of my ceiling. There you go. Okay, and then I'll just click outside. Okay, and then once you do that, in case you see that they are too close, okay, so you can just click that and then you can move it like this. Okay, and then you can also specify here this elevation, the elevation of your ceiling. So you can go again to annotate, and then there is this spot elevation. You can also type EL as a shortcut. So I'll just need to click this one, and then after that, I'll just click that bottom. There you go. And then I'll just need to put it here, somewhere here. Okay. Okay, and then you can also add text. So you can select that letter A. So that's the text button. So you just select that one, or you can type the X. So just click that one. So you can select, let's say, 3/32" Arial. And then let me just edit this one. So instead of using the arrow 30°, so I'm going to click the drop down arrow. I'll use arrow filled 15 degrees. And then I just changed the width factor here. So the width factor that we're using in our company is 0.8. So I just select here OK. And then I'm going to make sure that I'll be selecting the two segments so that I'll be having that two segments as well. So I click the two segments and then I'll just point it here just like that. Okay, and then I'll click one here and there you go. So I'll just type here, let's say ceiling by others or by other discipline. Okay, it doesn't look the same, the arrow here. So let me just select that, edit type. Instead, I'll try changing the arrow field. How about 20 degrees? Apply. Okay, something like that. So I'll just select or OK, and there you go. Okay, so I'm just going to tag my panel here. So I'm going to tag. So I'm going to go ahead and use tag by category. Okay, and then after that, let me just grab the charger of my laptop. Okay, all right, so there you go. So I just select the tag here, and then I'm just gonna make sure that the leader line here is checked. Attach end. How about I'll select here free end. Let me try the free end. So I'm just going to click. I don't like free end. Okay, so let me just use attach end. All right, so there you go. I'll just click and then select modify. And then after that, I'll just drag that something like this. And then you can bend like that. Okay, there you go. Okay, so you know the drill. So you know what to do. So basically, this is how you create detailing in your project. Okay, by using a section first. Okay, so the process that we did is from our floor plan, we created there before our call out. So the call out tool can be found on the view tab. There's the call out. So once you create the call out, you can open the call out. You can click the call out, right click, go to view, or just like your section, you just double click the call out head here. Just double click that. And then the next process that we did is we just create here a section. Okay, and then after that, we open that section, and then from here, we create our details. Okay, if you want, you can still rename this section. Okay, so as you can see, the discipline of this one is under the electrical, and then the sub-discipline is empty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and click the drop down arrow, and then I'll just select fire alarm, so that this section 1, if I go to the project browser, it will now be under the electrical fire alarm and then section. There you go. Okay, and then you can just change the name. Okay, you can change the name of your section 1, so it's up to you. All right, so hopefully guys, you learned something from this video. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can put it on the comment section below, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. So once again, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.